Likes Bob Woodberry because he keeps sneaking in those shots up when he's having a conference on the infield.
Probably his family's factory made his socks, and you know he has his shoes off now, and that's why he shows it to him.
Here we go on the jam. Kathy Pulliam out there with Catherine Shaw. That's Pulliam on the deck for the Bombers. Catherine Shaw moves away for the Red Devils, so they have the big threat going again here. Bombers right now have nobody out on this jam. Back there to block the rear of the pack is going to be Margie Laszlo again. Although Kathy Pulliam is still back there, and she's going to be passed for a point, I think. Looked a little wobbly there for a moment. She's recovering, though. Debbie Cho gets back there trying to protect Pulliam. Debbie Cho blocking now on Catherine Shaw. And then Shaw hits the deck. That'll use up some of the valuable scoring time. Shaw has to catch up again now. There's Debbie Cho waiting for Shaw. Hammers over the block. Hammers over another block. Another one in there. Carol Penis-Meyer not blocking, but showing Shaw and Debbie Cho how to do it there. Time runs out, but Calvello's in there with a semi-headlock on Debbie Cho. Carol Meyer gets in there. Saunders is in there. Look out. A knee in there by Saunders. And Shaw now they're punching and kicking Carol Meyer and Debbie Cho. Let's see what the officials do here. Penalty on Catherine Shaw, and Saunders gets away with her knee blocks after the play had ended. I think that's the value of being on the outside the track. You can see more. No score on the play. It remains 33-27, 5:19 to go in this period.
I want to remind all you fans who are watching this game on the Pioneer Network, in a few weeks you'll see the Pioneers playing the Red Devils on this station, but the Pioneers have their final series of the season in June, and later on during one of the commercial breaks in this program, Walt's going to tell you information about the game in your area.
Here we go. 4 Red Devils out there, 5 Bombers. Let's see if they can take advantage of this. They trail by 6. Carol Penis-Meyer trying to break out of the pack, but she's got company. Rose Duran. Also Linda Antonio for the Bombers, and number 11 Marcia gets the Red Devils. So Red Devils get the same amount of jammers out as the Bombers do, so there's no advantage out there right now. Rose Duran battling there, number 15, with Carol Penis-Meyer, number 37. They're pulling away from the other jam. Carol's got her going right now. Got her going. There was another block in there. Over the rail and out on the floor she goes. They're pointing at Carol, one of the officials. I don't know why point. I mean, it's a penalty or it's not a penalty. That's simple. Warnings don't mean a thing. She hasn't drawn a penalty because she's still jamming. Penis-Meyer in scoring position, 37. Ann Calvello blocking, number 13. Margie Laszlo trying to reach her teammate. Coming up, Marcia Gibbs in the jam for the Red Devil zone. And picked up as Carol by Calvello and dropped. No, she's being pointed at. There must be a penalty there on Calvello this time. She's decked. She runs into Laszlo's elbow. Let's see, 1 point Red Devils. It should be 1 point Bombers. Laszlo was passed up here when she was threatening Calvello that time. So it's 1 point each way, I believe. They pointed 1 point. There it goes now to the Red Devils. So it's 34-28. Behind the scoreboard, and they're a little late getting it up that time. It's 34-28, a point each way that time. And Calvello should be in the penalty box for 1 minute.
If you'd like to get a game scheduled in your area, you have a gym at a high school or college or an arena that seats more than 2,500 people, write to bookings, Post Office Box 1827, Oakland, California 94604. And we're booking now for next season. Why not have a game in your area? We're going to Notre Dame. We've gone played at University of Oregon. A lot of schools, colleges, even Dartmouth this winter, Walt. And there was a great game up there, and the students thoroughly enjoyed it. Sold out completely.
There we go on the jam. Catherine Shaw is out and moving. There are 5 Bombers out there, 4 Red Devils again, but the situation prevailed in the last jam, and that didn't help the Bombers any. Rita Ortiz out in the jam. There's the pack. They've caught the pack now. Ortiz, 36 of the Bombers. Catherine Shaw, 16 of the Red Devils, being blocked out by Debbie Cho. And there's Saunders doing the blocking, and Ortiz of the Bombers. Debbie Cho really working over Catherine Shaw. Drew a warning there. Debbie Cho with another block. Another block by Debbie Cho. She's hammering there. There's Saunders blocking on Ortiz of the Bombers. Farther back is Debbie Cho. Ortiz coming off the rail, moving there. Again, she's hit by 18, Rosetta Saunders. And again, Debbie Cho with the long hair doing a fine. They're going to be points in there. They don't be careful. Nope. Blockers did job. They pointed Debbie Cho. Did anybody point at Catherine Shaw? 1 point Red Devils. A penalty on Debbie Cho, nothing on Saunders, and it looked to me like they were both doing the same thing up there.
I was just about to say, I can't really believe how well this Debbie Cho has improved in one season. She has got the size to be a top skater. When she stands up next to Margie Laszlo, you can realize they're very close in size. She's a very, very strong young girl, of course, very, very pretty. But in spite of being pretty, she's a great skater. That doesn't sound right, does it, Will?
No. It's amazing, though. You know, I've had so many people tell me, gee, these girls must be tough. They must be ugly and everything else. But they're just as good looking as any girls anywhere. You must realize when you look at them right now, it's a physical contact, and they're perspiring out there, and the hair isn't up. You see them dressed up, and they look just as womanly as any gal, and yet on skates, they can be tough. 35-28 off that point for the Red Devils on the penalty, and Debbie Cho ends up in the penalty box. Rosetta Saunders ended up in there too, but no point to the Bombers. Don't figure that one out. Laszlo on the jam for the Bombers, number 38. He's the only one out. Both teams have 4 skaters. If she should pass the 4 girls in the pack right now, she'd get credit for the 5th one that's in the penalty box. They're going to make up here. Red Devils are making up all the way. Duran in charge. Calvello protecting it. Calvello caught way behind now. Dumps Laszlo. Laszlo up and moving again. Immediately. Always going to skate her down, but Laszlo went by Calvello. He has 2 points now. She's going to get a 3rd. She's going to get all 5. Big play for the Bombers. Wow. That's the end of the 7th period of play with a score. The Bay Area Bombers 33 and the Red Devils 35. Walt Harris and Jerry Seltzer here at Kezar Pavilion, Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, moving into the 8th period of play. The score of the Red Devils 35, the Bombers 33. The winner on the track, so keep an eye on the action. They've been exploding all over the place. Woodberry, his skates adjusted. He's back on the track. Throughout most of that 6th period. Now he's out there legally. Charlie Gibson chasing James Paul, who's out on the jam. Charlie O'Connell is not out there at the moment. James Paul passed by Charlie Gibson. Pete Boyd slams Woodberry into the rail there at the head of the back. Somebody's going to end up in the 4th row before they're finished. Gibson, 17 in scoring position for the Red Devils. He's got blocking. He's cut off and put down by Orozco, though. James Paul slammed into the rail by Bob Woodberry now, who's moving up to give Charlie Gibson some help. Gibson 17 cut off by Orozco. Woodberry takes a shot on Orozco. Orozco gets away and puts Gibson down in the infield. The lead jammer now, James Paul. Woodberry on the infield, into the players' bench, trainers' table, everything is down. Orozco put him there. He was passed for a point. Then Orozco decked Charlie Gibson. And he is down. Everything went all over.
You know what? You cannot overestimate the value of Gil Orozco. He doesn't seem to be on the track, and yet the players you know say he's one of the most valuable ones on the Bomber team. He gets the jammers out to start a play, and when he has to block, when he has to fill in, he does a sensational job.
Well, that Bob Woodberry sure took a header across the trainer's table. Water containers and everything else he had just spread out all over the place. When you hit that infield, there's just no way of stopping yourself. You have to go till you run into something. That time it was the trainer's table. That's why often you see a skater hit an infield. The next time you see him, he's hitting the rail on the other side of the track. He's hit that infield. There's just no way. You just really are running loose. Bobby Seaver out on the jam, 13, and chasing him is Alvin Mallory, 31. O'Connell still taking a breather at the rear of the back. Orozco getting it now from Woodberry. Orozco getting it from Woodberry. Jam cut off by Mallory. Orozco still getting it from Woodberry. He gets it again. O'Connell trying to get at Woodberry. Officials get in between. O'Connell goes right by. Throws a punch but goes down on the bank turn. Gets a skate. He's up again. Woodberry has O'Connell. O'Connell has Woodberry. Look out now. Knees in there by Woodberry. O'Connell trying to pick him up, I think. It's hard to get the leverage when on skates, though. There's O'Connell and Woodberry now. I wouldn't want to get anywhere near either one of these men.
Oh.
O'Connell held and measured him and let him have it.
O'Connell may get a major penalty and get thrown out.
Woodberry's going to leave him.